Hey there, Tim Bauer here from LiveVideoGuitarLessons.com with the practice tip of the day. This one is for the beginning player, and today I want to talk about the use of a metronome, the proper use of a metronome, or the use at all of a metronome. I get a lot of pushback from students on using them. They seems to be fairly universal. They don't like to use them, and that's mostly because it can be a little difficult at first to get used to it, and it's a little frustrating. But that frustration comes from the fact that the metronome is forcing you to change when you're supposed to. A lot of people want to sit around on the couch and just kind of strum through chords, and that's really not the best way to learn, because you're just kind of changing them at will, and at will is usually too slow. So the metronome gives you specific places to change at specific times, and you have to get there on time, otherwise you fall behind. And that's the power of the metronome. That's why it's such an important tool. All right, so let's jump right in. Say you're you're playing a chord progression, and you want to play something like this. All right, so that may be a little too fast when you're first getting started. So I can use the metronome to take that tempo way down. That was probably 125 or 130. I didn't time it out, but I'm going to take that tempo and I'm going to knock it down to, let's say, 77. All right. So using a little digital metronome here, but if you have a smartphone, there are all kinds of different kind of metronomes. But if you have a smartphone, you can download free apps, and those are fine. They keep good time. And this high tone you hear in there is beat 1, and you can change that, but we'll get into that later. But most music's in 4/4 time, so I have this set at 4. So the high tone comes in every 4 clicks, and that's beat 1. So when you try to use one, you want to give yourself at least 1 measure or 4 clicks of a count in. Even better, do 2, and you want to physically move some part of your body so you can feel the tempo rather than just hear it clicking. Most people just tap their foot along to a couple of measures and get it going, but I know you can't see my feet, so I'm going to move my hand so you can see that. And I'm just going to give myself a 4 count, and I'm going to jump in at this speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 4 counts. I'm sorry. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What that does, when I knock the tempo down, it gives me a chance to think about what I'm doing. It helps me smooth out my mechanical motions, and I can gradually build it up to the correct tempo, which was, like I said, about 125. That's like a moderate tempo. Average tempo is about 100. 140 is kind of quick. 185 would be really quick. 80 would be kind of slow, and down around 68, 70 would be really slow. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Oh, and also you want to, what you do, you get comfortable with the new tempo, or not the new tempo, but the tempo to which you slowed it down, and you bump it up. The metronome allows you to, it gives you a number on there. I put it on 77. The metronome allows you to move the number, just bump it up. And if you bump it up 10% at a time, it will go up evenly. 10% is enough so that you feel that it's faster, but you're not jumping like 40% or something, and then you lose track of where you are, and it's too big a change. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Tune in again tomorrow for another practice tip, and I will see you soon. Thanks.